Alright, onto the train station. Enter the station. Go first out D. We need to change trains at Reinhardt to get to Legram, right? I suppose it'd be better for us to take the Kreuzern main line than the Transcontinental line then.
Right. After reaching Berea Hard, we'll need to transfer to a local line, the Apple Branch line. There's only one train every 2 hours, so I'm hoping we can time our arrival to avoid a lengthy wait. It's exactly 7 a.m. right now. We should arrive in Berea Hard somewhere around 10:30 and reach Legram by noon.
We've got work waiting for us the first day too, so the earlier we can reach Legram, the better.
Agreed. And there's always the chance our class problem child will make another scene.
She didn't even deny it.
Oh, you guys are here earlier than I expected.
You already leave too? Oh man, that was not his voice.
Were those words?
Nah. No,
I feel
that
like I understood the words, but that is not even close to what that voice is supposed to be.
Let me try that again. It was like I went to go talk, and all of a sudden I had like a spit bubble in the back of my throat when I went to go talk. I was like, "You all ready to leave too?" Nah, we still got another 20 minutes or so until the next train to Reinhardt comes in.
You're all going to the Jirai Says, right? I've never been, but it sounds kind of fun.
It's apparently quite a trip to get there, though.
It's on the Empire's northwest coast. You have to cross the entire Lamar province to get there. Lamar? 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 Lamar?
Lemaire,
Lamar.
Well,
I believe.
it's not often you get to go on a nice long trip like this. But worry not, the hours will just fly by as I teach you all how to be as cool and popular as I am.
Sweat bubble.
Yeah, thanks, but I think I'll just take a nap instead.
Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop.
We'll see you in 2 days then.
See you at Corellia Fortress.
Bye.
Have a safe trip.
See you later, Elliot. Later, Machias. And Crow, at least make a token attempt to stay out of trouble.
No worries. To hear about it, it means I wasn't on top of my game. One of these days, Reen, you'll thirst for my life of adventure.
Right. Alright, guys. Alright. I can't do Elliot. It's a good thing he's not in this group today because I can't not voice him to save my life today. Alright. Good luck, guys. Try not to, drive everyone crazy for the next few days.
Okie dokie.
Why do I not find that the slightest bit reassuring?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, so it's Eustace and Millie who are beefing right now. Got it.
May the guidance of the winds and the goddess be with you all. I look forward to seeing you again in 2 days.
You know, and Sarah and Neatheart. But that's a separate beef that will be coming back later, probably.
Eventually. We can't do anything about that yet.
No, that beef has to stew a little bit.
Beef stew.
We still have a short while longer before our train arrives. We ought to purchase our tickets now while we're waiting.
It's the all too happy ticket taker.
Good morning, everyone. Group A is headed to Legram, correct?
Yes, that's right. We'd like to purchase tickets to Legram via Berea.
Coming right up. Do you want them right away? Okay, so that is 6 passengers bound for Legram via Berea. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment.
Oh, you're all heading out? What?
Fucking Lecter.
Isn't
Fucking
that...
Lecter. Yes, it
Huh?
is.
What are you doing here, Lecter? You miss me already?
Sure
Ask me
did.
real questions.
I'm gonna be back in Crossbell starting the day after tomorrow. Might never have the chance to see you again in this lifetime, so I figured I'd drop by and say hello.
Shh, whatever. You're so silly. There's no way you or Gramps would die that easily.
Well, that old goat might scare off the Reaper, but I'm pretty weak, you know.
Who's he?
Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division.
We saw him while we were on our field study in Nord. He's the one supposedly responsible for negotiating with the Republic's army to prevent war from breaking out. But...
So he's the Ironblood they call Scarecrow.
I have to admit, he doesn't look like someone who specializes in espionage.
That means he's really good
I
at
saw
his
the
job.
cat.
I'm gonna
I'm
ignore
sure this
the
little
cat
drop of
that doesn't walk
sunshine's
through the
got
background.
suspicious
I
written
saw
all
the
over her,
cat.
but I hope you're
You
getting
saw
along.
nothing.
Don't hesitate to give her a good spanking if she causes too much trouble, though.
Okay.
Okay.
He's like, not doing that ever.
We'll try our best to be a welcoming class. I'm not gonna cause them any trouble.
Lies.
Bullshit.
Unlike you, I'm a little angel.
What kind of little
Bullshit.
angel
Bullshit.
would casually
So was
whip out
Satan.
something like Eric Getlem in public?
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea how much overtime we put in just covering up for you?
Huh? You do?
She did not know.
Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2.
Oh my god, I nailed the voice.
We
Jesus.
ask that all
so close to
passengers
it.
wishing to board, please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop.
The pauses that I do
If
are
you'll excuse us,
exactly the same.
They are. They
Jesus.
truly are.
I'm afraid we need to catch this train.
Oh, sure thing. Good luck out there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'd prefer it if you referred to me as secretary rather than captain in public. After all,
Are you sure you don't want us to just
I am a
refer to you as
second
Lecter?
secretary for the Imperial government.
Honestly, fucking Lecter.
I see.
Well then, if
I'm
you'll
just a
excuse us, Mr.
guy.
Secretary.
You'd
I'm
better
just
bring me
Lecter.
back a souvenir from Crossbell.
How about
Fucking
a
Lecter.
head of a terrorist?
Our reaction to Lecter is the same as Travis's fucking Matt Mercer.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. Lecter is completely innocent. Everything.
Also, the cat snuck by.
The cat definitely snuck by.
The cat definitely snuck by. The cat's coming with. There's the cat.
They seem like an even more interesting bunch than I'd heard. Hope she gets the chance to soak in the good times at school like I did.
Well, well. For two Ironbloods, you two have a pretty cozy thing going.
Uh-oh. Looks like a scary lady's got me in her sights.
Yep.
Time to make my exit.
Not so fast. Didn't you
Does
have
he have
something you
beef
were
with
supposed
every
to
single
give me?
bracer? Jesus.
Come on. Cough it up.
Does he have a nickname for every bracer? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like every single bracer that has come across him has just been like, really? You're here now? God damn it.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, he brings it on himself.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call you the Purple Lightning for nothing. Maybe you should consider giving up this teaching gig and coming to work for us. I'll bet we could offer double what the Academy's paying you. No sweat. Aw, strictly business, huh?
Obviously.
The deadpan.
I just got an achievement called Trails in the Couch. Play for 100 hours.
Wow.
The fact that that's an achievement is hilarious. Well, my first playthrough when I had to level all these characters was like 80 hours. Or 70, 72, 73, somewhere in there.
I'm not getting any younger here. Hand it over.
This is the list of every member of the Imperial Liberation Front that we're aware of at present. We've made progress in identifying their top figures, too.
I see. I suppose I should thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Claire had a message she wanted me to pass along.
I'm listening.
Their primary target is Crossbell City. But there's a chance that something else will be going down within the Empire at the same time. Those were her words.
What? That's weird.
Strange, wacky, and crazy.
What could possibly be happening in the Empire at the same time?
Yeah, and what on earth is happening in Crossbell City?
Why do
What
they
could
want to target Crossbell
possibly be
City?
happening in Crossbell? Bum ba bum 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 ba bum.
Time for Indiana Jones style map.
One second.
Wow, it's like a sea of green out there. Hey, Eustace, why is all the wheat all green?
Wheat, barley, and rye are all cultivated in the Croydon province. Each is grown in a season, which means that you're seeing right now is the fall wheat crop.
Oh, look! There's a weird scarecrow. Look at its head. Oh, it looks all messy like Lecter's.
Well, as long as she's enjoying herself.
At times like these, she seems just like any girl her age.
Still hard to believe that she's only 13. That's a year younger than my brother.
It really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? I suppose this is as good a time as any to tell you more about where we'll be conducting our next field study. Legram is a small town in the southeast of the Empire, situated on the shore of Lake Ebel. It's Viscount, right? That's how that
Yep,
word is pronounced?
Viscount.
Okay. My father, Viscount Arcade, governs the town, which itself is part of the Croydon province.
That sounds familiar. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the province Eustace's father oversees?
Well, technically, yes. Legram is known for being a particularly self-reliant region. I doubt the Viscount has much interest in the authority of his liege lord.
I suppose I cannot deny it. My father can be a little too free-spirited at times. But I can't help but feel your father's governance has its own issues, especially where taxation is concerned.
Not as though I'm unaware of that.
Sorry, I seem to have touched on a sensitive issue there.
No, there's nothing for you to apologize for.
Exchanges like these are the daily bread of the nobility. It's true that the four great houses do have immense power, but it's still up to the individual feudal lords to govern their respective regions. As far as taxation goes, each region has its own statutes, which makes the whole situation even more complicated.
It is quite convoluted.
Yes, it is.
Although the imperial government does seem to be attempting to unify all regions under a single tax system.
That's one of the major points of dispute between the two factions. Incidentally, my father's stance on the matter is, hell will freeze over before I consent to it.
I do understand the reformist point of view. But each region of the Empire has its own traditions and customs. Attempting to normalize all of those under a single system seems a little insensitive.
The more you tell me, the more complicated it sounds.
Well, it's certainly not an issue with a nice, clear-cut solution.
This is boring!
Ew, taxes.
Don't you have any more cool stories about Legram?
I suppose a couple students batting around ideas about taxation isn't going to really solve anything. I guess, to me, one of the things Legram is most famous for is the Arcade School.
Oh! Isn't that the thing Laura's dad teaches?
That's the one. Arcade School of Swordsmanship is the style passed down by the ancient Knights of Herbonia. It's one of the two most famous martial arts schools in the Empire, the other being the Vander School. I heard there's a training hall where students of the Arcade School come from all over the Empire to train.
Indeed, there is. Several students of the school are studying in Legram at the moment. The rest are scattered throughout the Empire.
And Laura's father instructs them all?
He does. Viscount Arcade is not only the Lord of Legram. He's also the current head of the Arcade School.
Oh! Doesn't he have some super cool title like the Radiant Blade Master or something? He sounds crazy strong.
This may sound unseemly coming from his daughter, but his strength is, quite frankly, inhuman. I would easily place him among the 3 strongest people in the Empire.
You sound like an incredible guy.
I've heard plenty of rumors about his strength myself. From what I understand, he acts as a combat instructor for this nation's armies, both provincial and imperial. Though, as a result, I hear he spends a significant amount of time away from his territory.
That is unfortunately the case. We may be visiting my home, but there's no guarantee that my father will even be there.
I see.
That's a shame. I'd really like to meet him.
It's okay. We have a plot reason that he needs to be there, so, you know, probably. Oh, yes. When we reach Legram, I'd like to ask a favor of you all.
A favor?
I was hoping it would be possible for you to show your respective styles to the Arcade School students. This group has practitioners of the 8 Leaves One Blade School, court fencing, and spearmanship alike. And I have no doubt each would be of interest to students of the martial arts.
Perhaps so. A chance to learn more about other schools might broaden your own horizons too.
Are you sure my spearmanship would be of interest to them, though? Well, it's being used to at least use swords.
Certainly. The Arcade School teaches more than just swordplay. While some use two-handed swords like myself, others use spears and even bows. Perhaps even Emma's orbital staff may be of interest. You think?
Hey, what about me? What about me? Naomi's really strong too.
True, but it's just raw strength. There's no skill or technique involved.
I concur. Watching Argotlam wouldn't afford the students any chance to learn new techniques of their own.
Boo! You meanies! No fair leaving me out.
Anyway, I do think that would be a nice gesture, but that's assuming we get the chance before our field study's over.
Of course. I look forward to it if we do. Lavender. Surely it's just a coincidence. It has to be.
What's wrong, Emma? Are you getting motion sickness or something?
No, I'm fine. I was just wondering if we might be able to see Lohengrin Castle while we're in Legram, if I could use my eyeballs properly.
Oh, the castle that came up in Instructor Taos' lesson the other day?
Weather permitting, it can be seen quite clearly. It's surrounded by mist more often than not, but such imagery has its own appeal as well.
Oh wow, that actually sounds pretty neat.
Yeah, it does.
I'm all here for the British castle looking shit.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking it would be nice if we could apply some of the knowledge we learned in class to our field study, don't you think?
You will appreciate Legram then, because it is very much a medieval town.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that would be. If I remember right, it's been a while since I've seen Legram, but if I remember right, it's pretty medieval looking.
Hey, you haven't played Blade up against Millium.
I know. I have to talk to everybody first. We still have some time before we reach Briahard. But we'll be changing trains as soon as we arrive, so make sure you're ready. I will be, though it's a shame we won't have time to stick around for a while. Would have liked to see Rufus again if we had the chance. I'm sure he's much too busy for that anyway. And it hardly seems appropriate to return home now, after I chose not to during summer. That is a good point. Is something on your mind? Just wondering what my family and the other nobles are doing at the moment. This past month, they've been a little overly quiet. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard of any major conflicts between the factions lately at all.
Maybe they're just showing some restraint for a while. After all the craziness that happened at the festival last month.
Neither faction is considerate enough to avoid conflict over something so trite. I suppose I should try to focus on our field study and not concern myself with matters beyond my control. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
The issue of regional cultural heritage is quite a profound one. So profound as to have its own tax implications.
Well, the desire to preserve the region's traditions and heritage is pretty important in most places throughout the Empire.
Like the old animist traditions in Legram? I hear a lot of those are still around.
Thanks for the lurk, Ted.
Indeed. No doubt you will see many of them firsthand during our stay. Countless anecdotes regarding the Lancemaid remain as well.
Sounds like Legram has a lot in common with my home in Nord. Our cultures and traditions may differ, but we worship the same goddess and spirits.
I think that's a fact many Erebonians are starting to forget. And if you ask me, those traditions are worth protecting. Even if it means a little extra money going to taxes.
Yes, I feel the same. Seems to be much to learn during this month's field study.
Look at all the trees going past the window. This is so cool. I want to ride more trains like this. It's really fun.
Really now? I'm kind of surprised. Soon to be in the intelligence division and should be taking trains all the time.
Well, I usually just ride on Lammy when I'm out on a mission. And the super fast train Claire and the others in the RMP use doesn't have any windows. And Graham's special train is too fancy, so you can't really relax.
Huh, interesting. It's not often that you get to ride a regular train like this then, is it? If you get too excited here, you're not going to have much excitement left for when you reach our destination. Especially considering how early you got up this morning.
But I was so excited! I could barely sleep. I'll be fine. I've still got plenty of energy. What was I saying?
See? Told you. Being very hard soon, so try and get some sleep on the next train, okay?
Okay.
At times like this, she really is just like any other 13-year-old.
No sleeping.
Alright, got a point, Millennium.
It's time to duel.
It's time to duel.
Wow.
Come on, draw a card. You're up first,
You
I guess.
activated my trap card. I play Pot of Greed.
Sorry about that. Who's that for? Take this. Who's that for? Come on, draw another one. I'm going first. Yeah, I win.
Wow.
That was dumb.
Rude.
Wake up, Millennium. Oh, I don't want to... Nah. Blade. Wake up.
It's time to duel.
I'm gonna beat you.
Duel.
Dude, give me
Come
some,
on, draw a card.
like,
I'm going
number
first.
cards.
Who's that for? on, draw another one. I'm going first. Take this! Ah!
There we
Boo,
go.
I wanted to win.
Well, too damn bad, Millie. Jesus.
Too bad. You lost.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Bereahard. Our next stop is Bereahard, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train.
Finally! We have to change trains here, right?
That's right. A train bound for Legram should be arriving in about 10 minutes. We'll need to hurry if we want to board it in time.
That's too bad. I was kind of hoping for the chance to poke around very hard.
Oh yeah, it's your first time in Brainhard, isn't it? I'd be glad to show you around, should the opportunity arise. You did graciously open your home to us in Nord, after all. We had to stand around and discuss the fact that we needed to walk 10 more feet forward.
Yep.
Truly.
Wow, this forest is really dense.
It almost looks like a scene from a picture book, as though if you kept very quiet, fairies might come out to play. It might not come as a surprise that there are many such legends in this region. The land's maiden, Leanne Sandlot, was born in Legram. But because of her preternatural strength and beauty, some believed her a changeling, switched at birth by the fairies.
Well, there's some lore.
Really? Fascinating.
The reality is a bit less rosy. The family line of Count Sandlot came to an end when she died under mysterious circumstances. After the War of the Lions, it's hardly surprising that such tales have persisted. Changeling, huh? Oh.
We were just discussing changelings earlier. That's funny.
Yes, we were.
Look at that fog.
It came on so suddenly.
Well, Legram is known for its fog, among other things.
This is not at all uncommon for this time of year. The fog does help keep the temperature cooler during the summer, though.
In that case, bring on the fog.
No, Lammy, you can't smash that.
She's enjoying her nap.
Lemmy, smash.
Milliam is a sleep talker.
No, Lemmy, no smash.
Whoa!
Okay, I was right. Yeah, it's kind of like a medieval town.
It's stunning.
This is the first time I've visited Legram, but it's every bit as beautiful as I'd been led to believe.
So this is the town of mist and ancient legends.
Out, they entered Barovia.
Uh-oh. Rin.
I'm pleased you seem to have taken a liking to it. Unfortunately, the mist does hinder the visibility. On a clear day, the surface of the lake gleams like a polished mirror.
Fog or no, it's breathtaking all the same. I don't remember if this guy has a voice line ever or not. He's the butler. That's who he is. If somebody has a preference to be a butler, or somebody needs another voice, or we can just go with it. He will talk. He is a character in this area. Is there anybody that strongly needs voices D?
I mean, I have the fewest voices.
Still?
You could be Philip again.
Oh, I do so many butlers. Okay, fine. Welcome home, my lady.
What? How long have you been there?
Interesting. I couldn't sense him coming at all.
I have returned, Claus. I see that your proficiency in the art of concealment has not diminished in my time away from home. Ha ha! On the contrary, my age has begun to get the better of me, I'm afraid. Watching you grow and mature is the only joy left to an old man like me.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you jest.
See, now D gets to experience talking to herself.
I talk to stuff all the time. Can I assume that father not coming to meet us means he's currently away from Legram? I'm afraid so. He also mentioned that he was unsure when he might return. I did expect that might be the case. Nonetheless, allow me to introduce you. Everyone, this is Klaus, the Artisaid family steward. He fills in for my father in his absence and serves as acting master for the Artisaid School of Swordsmanship.
The acting master?
Huh. Sounds like one amazing old guy.
See, just like Philip, he's a swordsman.
No. Philip was a blade singer. Yes.
Philip? No.
Why not? He wielded a sword.
I mean, yeah, he had a sword.
Yeah, but he wasn't a caster.
You think blade singers like to cast spells? They cast haste on themselves so they can go bonk.
Well, I mean, yes, but no, like, he was literally like a former captain of the guard.
And you're saying that blade singers can't be captain of guards?
I'm not saying
I
that.
mean, they're usually just fighters, though.
Well, you guys were just saying he was a sorcerer, so, you know, whatever. Anyways, moving on.
Who was saying he was a sorcerer?
You said,
You
you said
did.
swordsman.
I said swordsman.
I heard sorcerer.
No, I said swordsman, like Philip.
Okay, then I'm
He definitely
crazy.
said swordsman.
Okay,
Like,
then
what?
I'm crazy. Okay.
Okay. I trust you all had a pleasant trip, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Let me be the first to welcome you to Legram. If you'll come with me, I'll escort you to the mansion. I have now played 3 butlers in the Trail series.
Yes, you have, and you do them beautifully.
D, your archetype seems to be maids and butlers. I'm just gonna point
Maids
that
and
out.
butlers. And sassy teachers.
I mean, Laura's not a
Or,
maid
I
or a
guess sassy
butler.
bracers.
Yeah, but in the first game, she was
Oh, and princesses.
Maria
Except for you
Bell's
playing a princess. But yeah.
Maria Bell's
Yeah.
maid, and then in subsequent
Yeah.
games, there
I'm playing
she's-
Sharon.
Yeah, you are playing Sharon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am the
Yeah.
staff, the helping staff.
yeah. You do a good job of it, though.
Well, thanks.
Accurate.
It's my job is helping people, so you know, helps.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. Still, it doesn't look like the years have really changed too much here. It's like walking into a bygone era.
You can really see the influence of animism in this region too. Just look at this stone monument. I believe that was built long before the Arcade family was entrusted with the governance of this region. Which would make it several hundred years old at the very least.
Has a rather strange shape too.
Oh, what's that?
Oh,
That's
well,
a
we know
statue.
them.
It's made of stone.
It appears to be a statue of the Lance Maiden.
That's right. The center statue is the Lance Maiden herself, while those beside her are 2 of the Eisenritter. I believe these were made over 200 years ago as well. Indeed, tradition holds that they were constructed to honor the achievements of Saint Sandlot. Incidentally, the knight kneeling on the lower right is the ancestor of the Viscount.
Huh. So that's Laura's great-great-grandfather, huh?
You'll need a few more greats. We're about 10 generations apart.
Insert character.
Insert Mira.
Yes.
Lady Laura.
Oh.
Okay, it could be any one of them.
Insert
All right.
a few characters.
I do believe that it's the younger blonde-haired one that was talking.
Beautiful.
Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see you back in the Grab. The Viscount did mention that you'd be returning.
I'm so happy to see you again, Lady Laura.
I'm so glad to see you're all well. I'm just back for 2 or 3 days on a field study as part of my coursework at the academy. I'll be sure to visit more with each of you later.
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. Please do.
I'll just grab all 3 of them. I'd
I
love
can't,
to hear all about how life at the academy's been treating you.
Let's see how many voices Vera can keep straight in her head.
I was trying to write them down. She seems to be quite popular around here.
It's a good thing I gave them generic voices.
Well, also to be
Literally,
fair,
it's like one's
you
mid fangirl, one's a lower voice. Yeah.
to be fair, you also only have Milliam versus me having to.
Yeah,
I guess
that's why I was like,
yeah,
don't
so
mind me. I'll just
Xander
take
only has
all
one,
these
but
voices.
Real quick, but you got it. You're good. Ugh.
well, yes, and you're also what I'm talking about is the main party. Yeah, so D has 3 voices.
Yeah, that
looks
just
like
means the next. Go ahead.
Sorry, it looks like the Viscount's family has built up a good relationship with the people of Legram.
The Eustace is jealous.
I mean, of course. Also, a Bracer Guild.
Oh God, look who it is.
We know that guy.
Who voices him? Have we had to have him
What's his
voiced
name?
yet?
What's his name?
Koval.
I think it was you.
It might have been me. I think it was.
Wait for it.
We may not have his name either. We may just know him as Blonde Bracer.
It's not written down. I think he was voiced before. So why don't you take it?
Okay. Looks like they finally showed up. Well, it's been pretty busy around here lately. I could use the help.
We all saw the cat.
Huh?
Even he saw the cat.
Ah, well. Guess I'll go look over their task one more time, just to be sure. Bless.
Jesus, sorry.
I mean, I did it before the stream, so.
The 2 of us over here. Jeez.
I got allergies. I can't help.
Same. I've been dying all day.
I can hear the ring of steel on steel. Undoubtedly, the sound of swords crossing.
Yeah, so this must be the Arcade School's training hall.
Indeed it is. I had more memories in this building than I could possibly count. Although many of them involve being soundly defeated by my father, or Klaus.
You could possibly count. Viscount.
Haha. My apologies, my lady.
Well, it's pretty apparent he's not the run-of-the-mill butler. You can tell by the way he carries himself. He has a master's poise. It's a big house.
And this is Viscount Arcee's mansion.
Wow! So this is where Lara lives.
You'd expect nothing less from a Viscount.
And it seems to be built on a hill overlooking the town, too. It was originally built with the intent that it could function as a stronghold should the need ever arise. Welcome to the home of Viscount Arcee. Allow me to show you around in my father's stead.
What an incredible view.
It's so beautiful.
Not often I take in a view this spectacular.
Say, is that... You've just now noticed the giant castle.
Whoa! A castle!
Ah, that must be Legram's famous landmark. Indeed. That's the Lohengrin Castle. During the War of the Lions, it served as the land's main stronghold.
The Saint's Castle, towering on the shore of a shimmering lake.
Just seeing it there in all its majesty makes me want to set brush to canvas.
It does seem like a scene tailor-made for painting.
I agree, but there'll be plenty of time to take in the scenery later. Right now, we need to go pick up our list of field study tasks.
Oh, right.
Are you the one who prepared the tasks for us, Klaus? Actually, the assigning of your duties here has been entrusted to a professional.
A professional at what?
Can you elaborate?
Head to the Bracer Guild in the town central plaza. At the Master's behest, they have taken on the responsibility of preparing all of the tasks for your field study here.
The Bracer Guild?
There's a branch here in Legram? Indeed, there's been a small branch of the guild in this town for many years. My family has a good relationship with the guild. They've done much for us in the town over the years.
Oh, really? Well, whatever. Not like they asked me to do anything.
What are you babbling on about?
Nothing much. Just thinking out loud.
Anyway, looks like we need to pay a visit to the guild.
Yeah, I'd like to get through as many of today's tasks as we can.
We'll be taking our leave now, Klaus. Of course. Please take care, everyone.
A cross inside a circle. Any idea what it means?
No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
This building is the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild.
Okay, thanks. I was
Thanks, Laura, we
expecting
weren't
more to
sure.
be of that. Oh, the guild emblem. I must not have noticed it earlier with all the mist.
Sure.
And I missed the giant sign that says Bracer Guild on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
All I can see is Urgil.
That's true.
Strange. Branches in the capital were closed due to political pressure, but this one still seems to be active.
So the Grand Branch continues to operate, as it always has. That's why I was rather surprised to find out that the capital's branches were no longer active. Come to think of it, we met at Bracer back when we were in Berea for our field study. But I saw no signs of a guild branch there either.
It was closed a year ago. Though, as I understand it, the pressure to close came from the Duke's household, not the Imperial government. That's so?
consort to most of those well-to-do types. They don't bow to authority. You can't bribe them with Mira. They're all about protecting civilians. Give them any excuse to lean on the bracers to get them out of the picture, and that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Milliam, that's a little rude.
You don't mince words, do you? Choice words coming from an intelligence division operative. You think you're not complicit in this?
Well, it's less us and more Gramps. He went barging into the branches and the capital himself and started telling them what they could and couldn't do.
Wow.
That explains the instructor's frosty temperament towards him.
Man, you guys sure know how to poke a guy where it hurts, don't you? Oh.
Now there's a familiar face. I'm pleased to see you again, Toval. Oh, you know each other?
Nah. We just ran into each other once a couple months ago. Long time no see, Laura. Sounds like Sarah's keeping your nose to the grindstone, huh?
Wait, so...
You must be a former associate of our instructor, I take it? Pretty much. I'm Toval Rondanur, a bracer with the guild here in the Empire. Good to meet you, ladies and gents of Class 7. Yeah, his last name is fun. I like his last name. Rondanur.
Now, do you know Cassius Bright?
Of course he knows Cassius, right?
Spoiler alert. Yes. Everybody knows. Are you kidding me?
Then he's
Also,
a real
everyone knows
bracer.
Cassius, right? Yes.
He has a title and everything. You don't get to learn his title, though. You have to read about it.
Oh.
No.
I know it's sad. Wait a minute. So it wasn't a coincidence that we ran into you in Breyahard? Bingo! Sarah told me you were going to be there. She wanted me to keep an eye out for you and step in if you ever got into a real tight spot. She insisted I play casual and not give myself away. Man, that part was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
I had no idea. Thank you so much for all your assistance back then.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bust Machias out without your help. You may not have directly assisted me, but I suppose you have my thanks nonetheless. You're welcome. The Sarah's repealed it.
Want to try that again?
No, but yes. Sarah's repaid that debt in full, though, so don't worry about it.
Interesting. I had no idea that you'd already met some of the members of our class. Incidentally, Toval, the guild standing here in Erebonia certainly seems to have shifted over the past 2 years.
No doubt. Basically, every branch here in the Empire was shut down after the government started putting pressure on us. Some of us found work in a different field, like Sarah. Others transferred to branches outside the country. We all agreed to get back together if we can ever resume operations in Erebonia again. Now then, we're just trying to keep a low profile, scraping out a living for ourselves.
It sounds like a difficult life.
Still, with the guild having to decrease its presence, isn't there more than enough work for the remaining branches?
I wish. Railway military police deals with a lot of stuff we would have handled before. Your little lady friends in particular keep herself pretty busy.
Oh, you mean Claire? Yep, she sure is a hard worker the time she spends on work, it's no wonder she doesn't have a boyfriend.
William.
I am not sure you should go around sharing the details of people's private lives without their consent.
Well, I find enough work to keep the lights on here anyway. This branch has the Viscount's approval, so we can display our sign without getting in trouble. So that's how it is. Well, it's nice to hear that the Viscount seems pretty supportive of the guild.
He seems to find much of himself in the Bracer's way of life.
Wow, it's like when Cassius left the army and he decided to be a bracer because that's what he wanted to do.
Wow. It's so similar.
Amazing.
Self-reliance, pride, a focus on helping others. He's long said that if he were free of other responsibilities, he would join the guild and work as a bracer himself. Kind of like Cassius Bright.
Uh-huh. Although now he's not a bracer, now he's back in the army.
Well, you know.
Yeah, well.
Oh my, that seems very...
I hardly think a man who owns territory in the Empire could just up and join the bracers.
The Radiant Blade Master himself as a bracer, huh? In terms of strength and standing, he's probably on par with Cassius Bright. I'll bet he made S rank right on the top. On the spot, even.
You know Cassius Bright?
Everyone knows Cassius Bright.
Okay, but she's an intelligence division operative. That's kind of her job to know people like that.
Everybody knows Cassius Bright.
Her at least makes sense. Like, that's kind of her job to know that.
I believe he's currently a brigadier general in the Liberalian army, as well as a bearer of the title Divine Blade.
Guess I should expect no less from a member of the intelligence division. Anyway, that's how the Viscount ended up asking me to sort some tasks for your field study. Let me give those to you now. Or say training bout, double highway monster, mini hand, make light work. Corner zones, yada yada, same thing as always.
Oh, so this is how your field studies go.
Generally, yeah. Should we come back tomorrow to pick up our next set of tasks then? Yeah, I've got some work I could use your help with. Pretty short-handed here, so we've got a real monster of a backlog building up. I'm counting on you to pave the way to Easy Street for me, okay? Will do. Alright then, let's waste no time getting started.
Looks like one of these requests is from the training hall. It seems to be from Klaus.
Got a monster extermination request too. We'll have to head out onto the highway for that one.
It would be nice if we could cover as many of the townspeople's requests as possible, too.
This is so cool!
That is literally the XD face.
It is literally the XD face.
Yep.
Alrighty. Thank y'all for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all. We will be back for sure Wednesday with some more voices. Maybe do something tomorrow if time permits. But we'll have to see. Otherwise, thank y'all for watching. And we will see you next time. Bye.